All right, tip number 3, trust in the bigger plan. Trust in the bigger plan. There's, again, the beautiful quote from A Course in Miracles that says, I will step back and let him lead the way. I will step back and let him lead the way. And surrendering means trusting that love knows the way, right? Even if you don't understand what's happening, remind yourself that everything is working out for the highest good. Even though it might not look like it, even though it might look like it's upside down, it might look such a disaster. Your life may be so upside down right now when you're watching this video. I know, I've been there. I'm having a good day today, right? But I've been there when, those days when we're down. Last week I had, 2 days that I was out. I had a sick, as you can hear, I can still hear my cough, but very sick in bed for 2 days. And I had this whole plan. I had this whole plan that I would enjoy my spring break with my son, which I ended up doing the days when I got better. I had this huge plan to go over the audiobook of Live Your Happiest. And I had a couple sessions I had to cancel. So what I had to do is trust in the bigger plan. Is trust in that it's exactly perfect, that I'm supposed to be out like a light for 2 days. And then I'm not supposed to do anything but sleep, hang out with my son, play some video games with him, and rest. So again, also with my book launch and everything that's going on now in my community is trust in the bigger plan. The plan that got me here in the first place, the love that got me here in the first place, the love that helped me to bring these creations into life. I will step back and let him lead the way. Totally, completely, without reservation, uncompromising. I am ready. I'm ready to let Holy Spirit take my hand. And I trust in the bigger plan. I don't know what it looks like. I don't know when the launch date of my book looks like. I haven't defined that yet. I haven't defined of the catering that I'm going to have for the book launch party. I haven't defined the music and the message, and that's not defined yet. That's fine. I trust in the bigger plan. I trust in the bigger plan that it will come together when it needs together, on the day it's supposed to come together, at the time it's supposed to come together. And if it doesn't come together, my job is to be okay with that, because I don't know anything. So we trust in the bigger plan. So maybe if you got fired from your job, or maybe because something's not going well in your job right now, or in your relationship, or with your health, and everything looks distorted, and somehow you're not happy and you're disillusioned, trust in the bigger plan. Trust in that there's some reason that it's happening the way it is, and it's for the highest best. And then now number 4 is release the illusion of control. Release the illusion of control. There's a quote from the Course that says, fear is always a sign of strain arising whenever whatever you want conflicts with what you do, right? Control is fear disguised as protection, right? So I was trying to get my words out. So control is fear disguised as protection. Instead of forcing outcomes, right? And instead of forcing them, is like, I don't have control over this, right? I choose peace instead of this. And that helps so much, because we have so many projects, we have so many things going on, and we want to control, we want to manipulate, we want to get it right. We're like little kids wanting to do a good job, just wanting to be loved, just wanting to be acknowledged, just wanting to do the right thing. It comes from a beautiful place. It really does. That's why I'm so compassionate with my clients when they're suffering, because I get it. All of the wrongdoings we do, or all of the things and all the attachments and the manipulation, comes from a place of us wanting love, wanting to be loved, wanting to be seen. But we can say, I don't have control over this, and I choose peace instead of this. I don't have control over anything. I don't have control over this job. I don't have control over this relationship. I don't have control over my health issue. I don't have control over anything. What I have control over is this moment of recognizing what is really real here. Love. I have control over how I want to perceive it, through love or fear. I choose. We choose, right? And that it's an illusion. We don't have control of anything. And when we think we have control over something, it's just because we're trying to have the God complex. We're trying to play God. And here, as a community, we want to start to let go of the control and let God be God in our lives, and trust, right? And then lastly, the last tip I'm going to give you of surrender is let love be your guide. Let love be your guide. Surrender is choosing love over fear moment by moment. And you can ask, what would love have me do? What would love have me say? Right? What would greatness do? What would love do? And trust the answer that comes from peace. Trust that answer that comes from spirit. Let love lead you. And with love comes that trust. Comes that peace, comes that just knowing that everything is going to work out. Let love be your guide. How does that look like for me right now? Is that I'm not remotely worried about anything of what I'm doing and creating right now. Because what love looks like as my guide is me just sitting back and one foot in front of the other, right? One love do in front of the other. One conversation, one writing, one invitation, one everything ends up working out anyways because love moves. Eventually, it will get done, right? The dishes do get done, the bed does get made, the phone call does happen, the meeting does happen, the book gets published, the writing begins, the podcast starts. You know, you guys that have dreams of being teachers, it's like everything will come to life. Why don't we enjoy the ride? If we're gonna get there anyway, so we might as well get to it on the happy train, right? Get to there on the happy train. All right, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this mini masterclass on living in surrender, 5 tips inspired by A Course in Miracles. And I'll recap them now. Recognize resistance without judgment. Give your thoughts over to the Holy Spirit. Trust in the bigger plan. Release the illusion of control. And let love be your guide. Let love be your guide. And we do that by saying, God, I don't know anything. I choose you. I choose to let go of the fear. I choose to surrender. And what would you have me do? What would you have me say? Okay. So I invite you to practice these 5 tips on surrender. Why? Because you are worthy of it. You are so worthy of it to live in the happiness that the Course teaches us. Happiness is our inheritance and happiness is our function. Till next time, love you all.